Hey guys, so I'm making this little video to give you guys a recap in case you have any questions over your personal self-portrait assignment. Basically recapping what the topic, what the goal is, and what you want to focus on when making this assignment. And just a reminder that this assignment is making a self-portrait of yourself while mimicking a art style, an artist, or just a genre that you wish to recreate using this. So you could do pop art, you could recreate a specific game you like, you can recreate pretty much anything you want, but it has to be a portrait of yourself. And remember that alongside your portrait, you have to submit your reference photo that you took of yourself. That way I can make a contrast to see how well you've kept up, like how well you've referenced yourself, the accuracy, does it look like you even if it is its own style, all that fun stuff. But in terms of recreating a style, I'm gonna give you guys a quick demonstration of how one would do so. So we of course have me. I'm going to use pen for this, only because it will show up better on the webcam. But I want you to remember that your sketches can be whatever medium they want, but the end goal is going to be acrylic. Please keep that in mind. We are painting. You do not need to have the best sketch in the world, but you do need to have something to go off of. Let me just segue this real quick and fix the webcam. Okay. Let me just make sure it does come out. Let's use the better pen. Here it is. So, for example, I'm gonna recreate the angularness of. We're gonna reference anime just for now. As a more simple, recognizable understanding. So most animes, you have a fairly geometric shape. In fact, I'll do this with my acrylic paint. Let me just grab these. So I'm gonna reference more of a pop art-ish kind of piece, while also referencing anime. And I'll grab me a brush. That's a too small brush. We will use this brush here. And remember that when we're using acrylic, we're mixing our colors together. We're not pre-purchasing any colors. But if I'm going to reference pop art, I may as well just use just the primary color. And animes tend to have a fairly simple shape for the face. And if you are, and just as a heads up for future reference, if you're wanting to make this mixed media, you can on your own time. But today but for this project, we're gonna focus on primarily paint. And remember, some of your paints may need multiple layers. Especially with the paint you do have. I know our paints tend to can be pretty opaque, especially if you use whites or yellows. But just to clash with the red head, I'm gonna do my hair in blue. And I personally don't mind if the colors blend at certain points. But do keep in mind when you layer your paints, you might get lines like these, and thus you're going to need to go over it on multiple occasions. And again, this is just a quick video just to recap what we're doing. I will upload the more in-depth guide as to acrylic painting, as well as the materials. You'll find it on Canvas. But, you know, just a quick little demonstration and recap on your assignment. And I think I'm going to match the eyes with the hair. So we'll do more of a pop art kind of eyes. This one will be a triangle. And I think this one will be a square. Apply the nose. I know it's fairly crude. I don't have all of my supplies today, but this is mainly what I'm looking for. A proper portrait face, recreating yourself, in whichever medium you're wanting to do so. As long as it is, of course, acrylic based. So your genre, your aesthetic, that's all dependent on you. But your piece itself has to be acrylic based. It has to be a portrait of yourself. You can't skimp out on that part. But if you have any questions about your assignment, if you're following it right, if you're not following right, you have all of class time to talk to me. You have my email. You can address me in that way. Let me swap back. So yeah, just remember you have that as an objective. Your primary objective being self-portrait. It's got to be yourself. It can't be your friend, your parent, your sibling, your dog. It's got to be you, and it has to be mimicking a aesthetic. If you want to do classical Renaissance paintings, that's fine. That's going to give you a more grounded, realistic look. Like, pretty much you're going to try one-to-one your photo reference. If you're going for a more like modern pop art, you're going for Cubanism, Expressionism, even abstract. There are ways you can make abstract work. I may do a special demo on Tuesday about abstract and how to use abstract, but your primary objective is to make sure that it's a self-portrait, it looks like you, and it comes out in the style that you're wanting to do so. Because remember, that's the grade criteria, is how well did you recreate it, how well did you recreate the style that you're mimicking, how well does the portrait look like you, do I have to squint to see if it's you, and then your average execution, due date, did you turn it in on time, did you not, all that fun stuff. But again, if you have any questions, email me, contact me in class, and there you go.